Hello everybody, welcome back to Free Game Friday, Indie Friday. Now today we're taking a look at the Stanley Parable, which if you've been on the internet at all lately, or like for the past couple months, you probably will have heard of. This is just the demo. It recently came out on Steam, but when I if that gets shown, it'll be as a Let's Play just doing it. So right now this is just a quick look. The website puts it forward as an exploration of story, game, and choice. Except the story doesn't matter. It might not even be a game, and if you ever actually do have a choice, well, let me know how you did it. And about the game, I I'm reading this verbatim because I just love how they put it. The Stanley Parable is a first-person exploration game. You will play as Stanley and you will not play as Stanley. You will follow a story, you will not follow a story. You will have a choice, you will have no choice. The game will end, the game will never end. Contradiction follows contradiction. The rules of how games should work are broken, then broken again. This world was not made for you to understand. But as you explore, slowly, meaning begins to arise. The paradoxes might start to make sense. Perhaps you are powerful, after all. The game is not here to fight you. It is inviting you to dance. So, let's run it. And this isn't the demo. This is the source mod. So it's not technically the demo. I may show that later. But for now, let's just start a new game. I have played a little bit of it, but like literally like a minute. So I'm going to shut up and let you see the opening cutscene, which, from what I've seen, is completely the same as the original in the Steam version. So it's nice that it's kind of more of a continuation than a remake or a new version. So I'll shut up now.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
So, yeah, this is the Stanley Parable. Now, first of all, I love the narrator. He sounds kind of like Tim Curry and Stephen
Stanley
Fry.
decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
You in there? Their office is nicer than mine.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, this is where the game gets crazy. I'm going to show you the first way. I'm going to show you the really easy way first. So, just following directions.
As Stanley entered the lounge, he was horrified to find not a single person here. He decided he would walk up to see his boss, hoping that he would find an answer there.
Ah,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
yep.
Entering his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. It was at this point that he began to feel dizzy and a little sick, and even thought he might pass out when suddenly he noticed a keypad next to the filing cabinet in the corner of his boss's office. Stanley had never seen this panel before and had no idea what combination of numbers would produce any result. In fact, only Stanley's boss knew this, since the panel withheld access to the boss's greatest, darkest secret. And so he had assigned the keypad a combination that only he could possibly know. The number of his freshman dorm number in college, 1957. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nope. Let's see if I can get him to say something else.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the keypad was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 1957.
So you're saying it's 0? No?
1957.
Hey, don't get snippy at me, Sky Voice. Fine.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Amazing.
by sheer luck. Amazing.
Yep,
Stanley
amazing.
ventured forth into the newly opened passage.
Why would I want to do that? It's scurry in there. Fine, gotta listen to the voice.
As he drew deeper into the bowels of the building, Stanley had no idea where he was or what this place held. And just as he began to think he might not discover a thing, he emerged into a room to find rows and rows of monitors. Screens with a number above it. Stanley noticed, however, that these were not random numbers, but the number of employees who worked in the building.
Apparently, there's a weird numbering system.
427 had a
There's me.
on the wall.
Hey.
But why a setup so elaborate, he asked. Was this simple surveillance or something even more? And as if in answer to his question, the wall slid open before him, revealing the ultimate truth of the situation.
Oh my God!
An enormous control panel, Stanley discovered, but not one that controlled simple machinery. Buttons were labeled with emotions. Happy, sad. Levers and knobs controlled actions. Walking, eating, doing work, or watching TV.
That's creepy, man.
Every input on this device monitored not the functions of a machine, but of a human being.
Ooh, what's this say?
And the reality began to sink in.
Nothing.
Stanley, like so many other people, reduced to images on a monitor, had been under someone's control, always at the mercy of this machine. Could this have been the only reason employee number 427 was content with his boring job?
Probably, and I'm okay with that.
Had altered his emotions to accept it blindly? He began to feel an unbridled rage, and at the peak of his anger, something happened. A spark. Stanley looked up and saw the generator overhead, still providing some small amount of power to the machine, keeping it alive. And knowing that this generator was all that kept the controls running, Stanley moved to the ladder in the back of the room and began to climb towards the rafters.
Okay. Whatever you say, game. I'm trusting you on this one. Oh, come on. There you go.
The higher Stanley climbed, the closer he felt to freedom, the further from enslavement.
Oh, don't want to walk off a ledge. Now what? Tell me what to do. I cannot function without you. What do I do? I need your guidance voice from this guy. Let's see what engaging
Oh,
does.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yeah.
After it kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to
Yeah.
take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted?
No. I wanted to go
Control?
back to be...
Stanley. Stanley. I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only
It's
so
gonna blow
much
up.
that machine can do. You were meant to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're...
Okay, sorry. What? I can't load? You
have to do better
bastards.
than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you have. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized that he had just initiated
Oh,
the
you
network's
bastard.
emergency detonation
Oh, you
system.
bastard.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Oh, you bastard.
nuclear detonators are set to explode,
You bastard.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Oh, let's make it say, 2 minutes. Now, this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Can I push these?
Go ahead. Play with those controls all you like. The real controls are where I'm sitting. Did you really ever believe you held any power?
Yes.
Did you not think I knew what I was doing? When I erased your co-workers and turned off the machine, I was offering you freedom, an escape.
Well,
I didn't have to do that.
you're a meanie butt.
I've run
That's...
this story many times, and I don't always set you free.
Seriously.
Sometimes you just sit there, day after day after day.
Why would you do this?
Doing your job forever, and then dying alone.
Hey.
But when I actually give you the freedom to control your own actions, it's not enough. I let you go, and you trapped yourself just the same.
Yeah, nice.
You just weren't made to handle this sort of responsibility, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But you know what you were made for?
Kicking invisible narrators in the butt.
You get it now? Oh, I'm enjoying this. Tell you what, I'll throw some extra time on the clock just because I'm having so much fun. There we go. You see, I want to watch you for every long second you try to puzzle this out. After all, it should make sense, right? The timer, the nuclear detonation, the mysterious facility, it's all here. This is a video game. Except for one thing there, hero. You've got no weapon, no vehicle. You don't even know where you're going.
That's
When
like...
you saw that timer, you just instinctively started trying to find an exit, didn't you? In fact, I bet you're still looking for a way out. I bet you're
Vents!
clicking on
Vents!
everything in this
Vents!
room, trying to open doors
Vents!
or vents or
There's a
something
vent!
and solve the puzzle. As though this game has a solution, as though it can be won.
It can be.
That timer is not a catalyst to keep things moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
And it's
This is not a
going to
challenge.
be a catalyst
It's a
just
tragedy.
trying to get me...
It's the moment when the hero realizes that despite his best
Vent!
efforts, he is powerless to his environment. And then he lets go. He surrenders. And he dies. 30 seconds, Stanley. 30 seconds. Until a boom, and then nothing. No ending to this story, just you dying. I suppose you could have gotten an actual ending if you'd played along, but that just wouldn't have been your
Oh,
style,
screw you.
would it? Instead, you'll perish knowing that the only choice you made here was to turn on that machine and to start this timer.
Yep.
But you won't be alone, because I'm not going anywhere.
Screw you, man.
I'll be here to watch every second of your inevitable life from the time we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
So that's the... Like, well, maybe besides the end thing. But what we're gonna do is something a little different. Now, since this game, we're gonna click skip. Okay. Now, when we get told what to do,
Stanley decided to go to
because
the
he's
staff
was
lounge,
such a dick
check
to
on
us
his
and
co-workers.
is
He never functioned
terrible
well by
human being,
himself, and
we're gonna do what he
constantly
says
needed
not to
support
do.
and guidance from others.
Unless he
So
tries
before
some
he took
psychological
initiative
shit
this
on us,
time.
and then we're gonna do what he tells us to do, or
When Stanley came to a
Yep,
set
yep,
of 2
screw
open
you.
doors, this was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it
Screw
perfectly
you.
well. So he
Screw you.
turned left at the first open door and walked back in the right direction.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey,
Maybe this is why everyone had left. No one wanted to be around someone as bad at listening as him.
explain
And since he was
pop
walking
culture.
into the middle of nowhere and thus ruining
Friday.
the entire
Justin
story,
Bieber.
Stanley decided that he would punish himself. So when he came to the elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna punish myself. Punishing you. Open doors. Yeah, take that. Take that.
Oh, Stanley. You know, you really aren't going anywhere, and I don't say that deceitfully. I truthfully mean that there isn't a story down here. The story was back up where I told you to go in the first
And it
place.
ended up with me
Right
dead.
now, you're just running around looking at empty halls.
Yep.
And frankly, that's perhaps even more infuriating for me.
Good.
So why don't you throw me a bone? Give me a chance and just let me tell the story I want to tell.
Why? It ends with me dead. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go someplace you never wanted me to go. Someplace with cool stuff. What?
Now listen carefully.
Yep.
This is important.
Okay, I'm going through the red door.
Walked through the red door.
Damn it. No. It's my favorite color, but no.
Aha. Perhaps you
Bastard.
misunderstood. Stanley walked through the
No.
red door.
I don't wanna. You're mean.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine.
Oh,
Go
God.
ahead, Stanley.
Oh, God.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road
Yes.
you've chosen? Well, don't
Yes.
let me stop you.
Okay.
You see? It's nothing. No one's even built this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. It's just a bunch of skybox and dev wall textures. That's it. Is this what you were looking for? Was it worth ruining the story I'd written out for you?
Very
I put
much
a lot
so.
of time into that, and now well, here you are now, just looking at nothing.
Yep.
To think that that's all I needed to make in the first place, just a whole lot of nothing, and you would have been happy. Well, hey, you
It's
still
my
need
corner.
a little something to do. Am I right? Here, let me load up another map. See if there's something in here
My
that'll
corner.
keep you occupied. Ah, here's one. Let's boot this
there-
up.
You're
We'll
gonna
see if
kill
you
me.
like it.
It's gonna be like a freakish corridor. Ah, this game is fun. Like, it's, I want to say $12 or $13 on Steam for the full version, which I'll be showing. I'll be uploading another video today, about that. But, so do check out both versions. Like, if you see this one and you like it, feel free to check out the other version. Oh God, head crabs.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? I don't know why it would be. This map wasn't even made for you. At least I created a world specifically with you in mind. I wanted to make you a leading man. This one, well, I'm afraid you're on your own there.
This is my box. This is my bottle. Can I go over there? No. Okay, can I go through these? Is there a note? That'd be great if it was like a note to Stanley. And this is Half-Life 2, if you did not know.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got his job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That, or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hey, leave my hookers out of this. I like hookers. They're nice people. You know, something with a heart of gold? Or is that minor? Damn it. I want to go that way. This is looking way too familiar. Barney? Barney? You killed Barney.
Hold up, Westport. I spent so long talking about you. Why don't we just take a break from that and talk about something else for a change?
Like what?
Let's see. Well, according to Wikipedia, more than 90% of the night sharks caught off northeastern Brazil contain mercury concentrations higher than that considered safe by the local government. Now, this is fascinating.
Okay.
Don't you want to know more about the night sharks?
Yes.
Oh, no, of course not. All you want to hear about is yourself,
No,
isn't it?
no. I want to hear about night sharks.
Fine. You haven't listened to me once so far. I can't expect you to turn that around now, can I?
I'll turn around. Fine. You're not even going to let me show that I'm sorry. Ow.
Is this the end of the line? I don't suppose this was a particularly fulfilling experience for you, considering not a single art aspect in this map was created with you in mind. But hey,
That ramp was.
you're a creative kid. I bet you can come up with a story about this place and why.
Yeah. I'm
And while
escaping
you're
from a
doing
rogue
that, Why
AI.
don't you think up an ending
It's
too?
you.
Because you certainly won't find one here. I'm afraid that's the long and short of it. This room and these walls are all you get.
Okay.
Maybe the story ends when you decide you can't live in this futuristic science fiction dystopia world. Wait.
Oh, what?
Hold on. What are you doing?
Where am I? Bye. Oh, a light. Aha!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Good. You're mean.
Story without me. You can't do it. You know that.
I have a degree.
Stanley, come back.
Oh, God. Good. Eh. Do I have to keep... Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Do what you want. Hello? Hello? Oh my God. Is this... Oh God. Well, let's see what's down here. Maybe we'll get a story still. Okay, we're gonna go up. Whoa!
It's sad, I know, but all stories must come to an end. Of course, they say it's the journey that truly matters and not the destination, and I like that idea. To think we might value the paths we walk as much as the places they lead us. Now, I don't know what sort of story you've ciphered out of that world you've made for yourself, but I hope that being the leading man was everything it's cracked up to be.
It
I know
wasn't.
it can be a little hard getting around without someone looking over your shoulder, but this is simply the nature of freedom. Besides, I haven't really gone anywhere.
I knew it!
Maybe you don't want a guide, but I think I'll always have a place here at the end of every story. I'll step in and wrap things up with a nice piece of dialogue and a reflection on life that makes sense of whatever path you've chosen to walk.
You bastard!
And for now, I'm happy to be the destination instead of the journey. But only for now.
So that was the Stanley Parable. Like I said, it's an interesting game. Yeah, that was crazy. Ugh, Scary AIs. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna upload the demo for the full version and see if that's any different. And if it is, I may even just buy the game anyways. It's like 13 bucks. So either way, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. The link to all helpful websites will be in the description as always. But thanks for watching, and definitely give the other video that will hopefully be up a chance as well. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Adios.